Hey, what's up people? It's Breezy Gaming TV here with another video. This video I'm going to talk about a few aspects. So, one thing I'm going to talk first one is versatility. It's gun versatility and role versatility too. So let's start with gun versatility. As you guys know, I'm going to use most of me as a personal preference. Personal experience to actually use me as a backup to talk. You guys know that I'm a main opper. I love opping, and I'm a fan of flick shots. I'm a fan of trick shots. I'm a fan of wall banging, stuff like that. I really love doing trick shots, and if I do get Overwatch one day, I'll take it because I love doing the impossible. I love opping. Just to say that as of late, I think the last month or two, well, yeah, just the last month. I didn't play this game actually long enough to say that, so it's been 2 months. So in the last month, I've been forcing myself to practice rifle, mainly the M4 and the AK, and I've seen good results. Right now, when I play competitive and Supreme, I'm actually not a deadweight anymore when it comes to rifling. I'm being able to trade frag, to actually win duels, and actually being able to win in clutch round situations, which I probably should have recorded some games, but my encoding, my codec fucked up, so I stopped recording my games for a while, and now I'm back because it seems smooth. It looks smooth. I'm not sure if you guys see it as I do on my screen, but it looks pretty smooth on my side, and I'm actually happy about that. But just to say that gun versatility is very important, not just because for your own economy, but it's really good if you're picking up guns, because if, let's say, you do kill some enemies or your teammates die and you see a gun in front of you, if you're able to play that gun, it'll help you so much, because maybe you start around with a P90 and knowing that you're playing the super long range map, let's say you're playing Aztec and you have a P90, you're not going to do much with that gun in Aztec. So you're probably going to be taking a long range weapon, so you'd likely try to pick up an AK-47 instead of your P90. So these are examples. So if you're good with all guns, then you should be able to play all roles exceptionally well. What I mean by all roles is because you're not limited to one role. As you see a lot of games where I see people that started off supporting by flashing their teammates out, they actually end up being a trade fraggle or the entry into another spot. So you gotta be versatile with that. So you have to know exactly what you want to do or what you're intended to do. So if you want to lurk, that's perfect, but you have to learn how to also follow your teammates sometimes. You have to learn how to do other things exceptionally well as well. So this only applies in higher ranks. If you're still in lower ranks, let's say you're still silver or gold nova, or even up till like MGE or DMG, you don't have to learn all guns yet. You can just keep on learning one where you feel super comfortable with, then you're really good with that, so you can actually carry your own weight out of your division. This applies later on, but I always tell people it's better to learn it earlier than later on, because if you do learn it later on, you have people that excel in a lot of roles and a lot of guns, and you're trapped in a situation where you're not that comfortable, and you might lose a lot of games, and sometimes it hurts to say, but it might be your fault. Might have been your fault, sorry. So that's about diversity. Second thing I need to say is learning the enemy's patterns, because a lot of times I see people when they play, they don't realize a certain trend that the enemy do, or the opposing team does, and they keep on making the same mistakes. So let's say you're a terrorist, you're a simple little terrorist, Allahu Akbar, and you want to push out a bomb site. You're in Mirage, you want to go B every time, but every round he hides behind the sofa in apartments because he pushed up already, and you never check the corner and you die to that corner every time, but yet you still refuse to look at that corner. That's your mistake. So you have to learn from your mistakes and learn the trend. They're not supposed to camp the same spot every time, but if they do, then they're dumb enough to actually do so. So you're advantage. You should pre-peek that, or even pre-fire that corner as you come out of, well, or you come in the apartments into box ID and Mirage. Same thing applies everywhere else. If you do notice that in the same map, Mirage, your window operator is excellent because he has really good reaction times and he out-ops your team. or well, out-ops you. Don't even go middle. Just smoke it off and ignore middle and let him come to you. Stuff like that, right? Like you can play with a lot of angles because of smokes and flashes. So if you smoke him out, then he's useless for around the 17 seconds in that same spot. So you have to play with their minds too, because in CS:GO, it's not just a game of physical gun shooting, physical game. It's mental too. There's a lot of mind games. What I mean by mind games is sometimes you will throw a flash at A, but you're gonna run B. So it might trick their team to rotate to A while you're going B. That's gonna be our next thing. But let's finish this first. But it's just to tell you that you have to be aware of all situations. So that leads to, like, what I mean by this, conclusion of this is stop making the same mistakes all the time. Learn from your mistakes. Because it seems that we're really unaware of our mistakes and we keep on repeating them, and sometimes I'm like, I don't really know who Albert Einstein is, right? Like, if you keep on doing the same thing, you're insane. That's the verge of insanity. You keep doing the same thing expecting different results, it's not gonna happen. So stop doing the same thing and expecting the same results. Try different things and it might give you different results. And the third thing is really tough to tell you guys, but it's a lot of people still don't have this thing, but it's mental. It's just a lot of in your mental, like, focus, because a lot of people, they lose focus really fast, and I find that that's weird. When I say focus, I'm talking about patience as well, because if, let's say you're a CT and you're defending a bomb site B and does 2, and it's a minute and a half, it's only a minute and a half. I mean, matchmaking has 2 minutes. A minute and a half, you decide no one's there, and you decide to rush up, and you're dying. Every time, we'll stop doing that, because your CT, just know exactly what your plan is, and remember to play for the objectives. So in this one is to focus, but focus not just on yourself, but focus on the objective. What are you trying to do? What is your role right now? Your CT in a bomb defuse map. 1, don't let them plant. If 2, they plant, well, defuse that. The game is not about just killing people. Killing people is more on the terrorist side, because if they do kill you all, then they win. But on the CT, even if there's no frags, you win, right? I mean, that's the basics. So my third point here is focus. Focus on objectives and focus on exactly what you're supposed to do in your spot and your role. That's been my video for today. It's kind of short and it's only a few tips, but I hope it helped you. And please do let me know if you have anything else or any more questions. Take care, guys.